Welcome to Life Mastery. I am Sharika Swaby if you're new to the channel. So I'm here at the National Stadium, and the other day I was looking at the statues of the Jamaican Olympians. They have statues of them here, and it got me thinking, did they have limiting beliefs when they took on the task of becoming Olympians? Oh, I see it. In order for them to have even qualified, they needed to have immense belief in what they were capable of accomplishing. So I thought I might do a little video highlighting the Jamaican Olympians and their accomplishment. Here we have the statue of Herbert Mckinley. Now, Mr. Mckinley was an Olympian in the years 1948 and 1952. He was a world record holder in various events, including 100 and the 400 meters, among others. He's also the first man to run the quarter mile in under 46 seconds, and then again he ran it in under 45 seconds. Next we have Veronica Campbell. The primary school that she went to, Troy Primary School, was renamed in her honor. I mean, what talents, what abilities, what gifts are you sitting on, not allowing others to see, not allowing others to share? Your gifts are not for you. Your gifts are for those around you. Your gifts are yours for you to share with others. So what gifts are you sitting on? VCB is right beside Merlene Ottey. Now, Merlene Ottey is Miss Brown's role model. VCB went to the Olympics 8 times. Merlene Ottey has been to the Olympics 9 times. She's the first she's the first female in the English-speaking Caribbean to win an Olympic medal. And even at the age of 40 years old, she was still going to the Olympic Games. She didn't see age as a factor. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking, I'm 40, my time is up, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. Right here we have Donald Quarry. Now, Mr. Quarry is another person who had a school named after him, the Donald Quarry High School. Now, Mr. Quarry is definitely another stalwart. He's been to 5 Olympic Games, and even after getting injured, he came back even better than before. I am sure that he was not thinking limits. I am sure that he was thinking, what is possible for me? Because had he not been thinking that, he would never have been able to get injured and come back and excel at what he was doing. Right here we have Shelley Fraser-pryce, nicknamed by a reporter as the Pocket Rocket. Now, I would have mentioned before on my channel that where you come from, who your parents are, what you did in the past, none of that stuff defines you. Because Miss Pocket Rocket here grew up in the inner city. Her mother was a street vendor. She didn't allow that to limit her. She didn't allow that to stop her from tapping into her superpowers, from showing the world what she's made of, from sharing her gifts. get here has multiple gold medals. She's been to the Olympic Games 3 times. She is fearless. Again, I'm asking, what gifts, what talents, what possibilities are you sitting on? Here we have the statue of Asafa Powell, the sub-10 king. That's what he was nicknamed as. Now, he broke the 100 meters world record, and then he went back and he lowered that. But that's not the crazy part. This guy has done a sub-10 time 97 times. Even though I read it and I know it's a fact and everybody can say yes, this happened, it's still unimaginable. It's kind of hard to fathom. But 97 times he ran sub-10. Now, you may not be an athlete. You may not be a singer, you may not be a dancer. You may not be an artist, but I promise you, you have creativity within you, you have talent within you, you have abilities within you. Get up, figure it out, find out what it is, use it, share it with the rest of us. We want to see what gifts God gave to you. Tap into your reservoir of unlimited possibilities and potentials. This is Usain Bolt. There's no need for me to give an introduction because he needs none. Just the mention of his name, everybody knows who he is, everybody knows what he's about. He did not think limits, he thinks possibilities. Now, that pose that he's doing is famous. He made it famous. This is Herbert Mcdonald. This guy approached the then opposition and sitting government to let them know that the facilities that we have were not adequate for hosting games. And that is how the National Stadium came to be. He was the one who approached the government and let them know that more needs to be done. Adequate facilities are needed. That sounds like a fearless act to me, you know? That sounds like a fearless act to me. I'm asking you, what are you sitting on? There's a fire burning within you. It burns within all of us. It doesn't go out until you die. And whatever limitations you're thinking about, it's all in your head. As Miss Hattie showed you, age is not a factor. And as Miss Price showed you, it doesn't matter where you come from. Nothing matters but you. The decision that you make from this point going forward. Are you going to decide to just sit there and let your gift, your ability, your talent goes to waste? Or are you going to put it to use? Are you going to share it with the rest of us? What are you going to do? Add some fuel to your fire. Let it burn high. Shine bright so the rest of us can see you shining. We don't mind. We would love to see you shining. I would love to see you shining. And I'm sure there are many others like me who would celebrate you when you shine. So get up, stand up, shake it off. Whatever it is that you think is a limitation for you, it's not. Your strength is probably in that very thing that you think is limiting you. So shake it off. Take action. Step out there. Become the best version of yourself. The best you that you can become. Remember that your belief in yourself is your belief in the God that is within you. So if you're sitting at home praying every day, that means you believe in God. But if you're not taking action, you have no faith in God, because the power of God is within you. It's all within you. But if you're sitting there and you're doing nothing with it, you're wasting your gift. You're wasting your talent. You're wasting the gift that you're supposed to share with the rest of us. And I think that's unfair. We deserve what is ours. Your gift belongs to us. It's meant to either entertain us, give us food, or something. It's meant for something. So make use of your gift. I am Sharika Swaby, and this has been Life Mastery. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, please go ahead and do so. Thank you for watching.